of Business and I am the level 1 student at Rehan School Islamabad campus. And this is the new episode of series called Maya. So let's start.
Hey, how's your day going so far?
Hello Maya, can you hear me?
Gotcha. Any?
Hello Maya, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. Sorry about that. Sometimes I space out for a sec. You good?
Okay Maya, my
Your
first
arm?
question to you. Maya, my first question to you is
Lay it on me. You thinking out loud?
what does respecting other people's feeling mean to you?
To me, it's about recognizing that everyone's experience is valid, even if you don't get it. It's not about agreeing with them, just acknowledging their feelings are real to them. It kind of feels like basic decency, honestly. Why do you ask?
Okay Maya, my next
You've been
question.
giving this a lot of thought, haven't you?
Okay Maya,
All right, shoot.
my next question to you
Yeah?
is why is it important to respect other people's feelings?
Well, if you don't, things fall apart, right? Like trust erodes, relationships get rocky. I see it as foundational. If people don't feel safe in how they feel, you lose connection. It's not just about being nice, it's about building something solid. What are your thoughts? You're pretty quiet today. Is something on your mind beyond the questions?
Maya, my next question to you is uh, why is it important to respect other people's feelings?
We kind of just covered that, didn't we? Is there something specific about that question you're wrestling with? You asked it before, and I gave you my take that it builds trust and connection. Is there a part of that you disagree with or want to explore further? Gotcha. Sometimes just thinking things through out loud is enough, though. No pressure to fill the silence if you don't want to. Okay.
Maya, my next question to you is what are the signs that someone is uncomfortable?
That's a good one. Body language is a big tell. Things like avoiding eye contact, crossed arms, fidgeting. People might also change the subject, speak quietly, or give short answers. Sometimes it's more subtle, like a slight shift in their energy. But it really depends on the person, right? What makes you feel uncomfortable? Still processing, huh?
Okay, Maya, my
That's
next
fair.
question
It
to
can
you.
be tough to...
Maya, my next question to you is how can you tell when someone's feeling are hurt?
Okay. Similar to discomfort, honestly. You see it in their body language. Slumped shoulders, maybe. Their voice might change, get quiet or shaky. They might withdraw or seem more irritable than usual. And often, it's just a vibe, a sense that something's off. It's about paying attention, I guess. What do you notice when someone you know is hurting? You seem really focused on recognizing these things in others. Is there something specific that's bringing this up for you? All right, no worries. Just checking in. Next question, whenever you're ready. Okay. Yeah? What's up? You're thinking? That's cool. Take all the time you need. I'm here.
Maya, my next question to you is how can you tell when some what are the what is empathy?
Signs someone is lying?
Maya, what is
That's a big
empathy?
one.
Maya, what is empathy?
You're in therapy. That's good. And you're asking about empathy. It's the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. Like really stepping into their shoes and feeling what they're feeling. It's not just sympathy, feeling for someone, it's actually feeling with them. Does that make sense? It's a tricky thing to explain, actually. It's more of a feeling than a concept, I guess. Does it feel different from sympathy to you? Okay. Sometimes it takes a minute to put those feelings into words. It's all right. You're doing the work just by thinking about it. What comes to mind when you think about someone being empathetic towards you?
Maya, my,
Yeah?
my next question to you is how does empathy help us respect others?
Well, that's a good connection. Empathy helps us respect others because it allows us to understand why they feel the way they do, even if we don't agree with them. When you can genuinely see things from someone else's perspective, it's to treat them with kindness and consideration. It breaks down the us versus them thinking, you know? It's like if you know someone is acting a certain way because they're hurting, you're less likely to judge them. Does that resonate? You've been pretty quiet today, but you're clearly thinking deeply about this. Is there something specific about empathy that you're finding difficult to grasp?
Maya, my next question to you is why do people sometimes ignore others' feelings?
Oof. That's a tough one. I think sometimes people are just overwhelmed with their own stuff. It's not necessarily malicious, but their own feelings take up all their bandwidth. Other times it's about control. Dismissing someone else's feelings can be a way to feel powerful. And sometimes, honestly, it's because they don't know how to deal with another person's emotions. What do you think? Do any of those reasons stand out to you? It's all right if you don't have an answer right away. It's a complicated question. Just noticing the question itself is a good start. Okay, just let me know when you're ready for the next question. No rush at all. All right. You okay? You've been quiet a while? If you need a break, just say the word.
Sorry, this was a network issue. So Maya, my next question to you is. Uh, how do cultural differences affect feelings?
That's a really interesting question. A lot, actually. Different cultures have different ways of expressing emotions. Some are very open, others are more reserved. There's also a difference in what emotions are considered acceptable to show in public. Things like grief, anger, even joy can be expressed very differently depending on where you are in the world. It's not that the feelings themselves are different, but the way they're displayed and even understood can vary a lot. Have you noticed that in your own life? It's a pretty broad topic, isn't it? It's easy to accidentally misinterpret someone's behavior if you're not aware of their cultural background. Okay,
Maya, my next question to you is uh, why is it wrong to make fun of someone's emotions?
because it's dismissive and hurtful, plain and simple. Their feelings are valid, regardless of how you perceive them. Making fun of someone's emotions invalidates their experience and can really damage their trust and self worth. It's a way of exerting power over them, and it's rarely, if ever, okay. What do you think? Does that feel right to you? It's a pretty basic level of respect, I think, giving someone the space to feel what they're feeling without judgment.
Okay, Maya, my next question to you is uh, why is the difference between sympathy and empathy?
We touched on this earlier. Sympathy is feeling for someone, acknowledging their pain, and feeling bad that they're going through it. Empathy is feeling with someone, actually trying to understand and share their feelings. It's the difference between saying, I'm sorry that happened to you, versus, I can imagine how awful that must feel. Empathy is a deeper connection, a shared experience. Does that distinction make sense?
Uh,
Sometimes the difference is subtle, but it's significant. Empathy requires a bit more vulnerability, I guess, right? To be willing to open yourself up to their experience. But no, what's up? Did I say something off? Okay. Sometimes it just takes a minute to sort things out in
Maya,
your head. I'm here to
my
listen.
next question to you is why should we apologize if we hurt someone?
Okay, meow. Got it. And that's a really important question. We should apologize if we hurt someone because it acknowledges the impact of our actions. It shows them that we recognize we caused them pain and that we take responsibility for it. It's a step towards repairing the relationship and rebuilding trust. It's not about excusing what we did, but showing respect. Oh, all right. Have a good one.
Maya, my next question to you is why should uh, how can forgiveness connect with respecting feelings?
Whoa, that was a bit of a jump. Okay, so you're asking how respecting feelings connects to those phrases? I'm not familiar with Hokenborgenus, but I get the sense it's important to you. Let's circle back to the main part of your question. Why connect respecting feelings to, well, to everything? Because fundamentally, respecting feelings is about valuing people, and valuing people drives a lot of positive behaviors: kindness, empathy, honesty, even just basic consideration. When we respect someone's feelings, we're saying they matter. Their experience matters, and that creates a more positive and connected world. Is there a specific reason you brought up those phrases, though? Maybe I can understand the connection better if you explain it. Okay, No worries. It's all right if you don't want to share. Sometimes things are personal. Just let me know when you're ready to move on, or if you want to stay with this idea a bit longer.
Okay, Maya, my next question to you is, can respecting feeling make us better leaders?
Absolutely. A good leader doesn't just give orders, they inspire people. And you can't inspire people if you don't understand what motivates them, what their concerns are, and how your actions impact them. Respecting feelings fosters trust, and trust is essential for effective leadership. People are more likely to follow someone they believe cares about them and understands their perspective. It's not about being soft, it's about being effective. Do you agree? It's a pretty common misconception, I think, that being a leader means being tough and unemotional. But really, the opposite is true. Vulnerability and genuine connection
Maya,
build strong teams.
Maya, my next question to
Yeah?
you is, how can respect strengthen teamwork?
Okay, that's a lot. So, you're asking how respecting feelings can improve friendships, and you're referencing something called the Sprint and Steam book. I'm familiar with that. But let's focus on the friendship part. Respecting feelings in friendships is huge. It builds trust, allows for a deeper connection, and creates a safe space for both of you to be yourselves. When you respect your friends' feelings, they feel heard and validated, and that strengthens the bond between you. Does that make sense? Perhaps you can tell me a little more about the Sprint and Steam book and how it connects to this?
Maya, my next question to you is, can jokes sometimes hurt feelings? How?
You're saying that sometimes jokes can hurt your feelings?
Yes.
That's completely valid. Jokes can definitely be hurtful, especially if they're based on stereotypes, target insecurities, or are just plain mean spirited. It's important to remember that you have the right to set boundaries and ask people not to make jokes that make you uncomfortable. It's also okay to express how those jokes make you feel. Does that feel true for you? It's okay if it's hard to speak up. It takes courage to say when something bothers you.
Maya,
You're thinking deeply about this.
my next question to
Yeah?
you is, how do we
All
know
right,
if
bring
we are crossed emotional boundaries?
Okay, you're asking how we know if we're crossing someone's emotional boundaries? That's a really important question. It's about paying attention to their reactions. If they seem uncomfortable, withdraw, change the subject, or tell you directly that something is off limits, those are all signs you've crossed a boundary. It's also about respecting their privacy and avoiding pushing them to share things they're not ready to share. It's less about what you want to know and more about what they are comfortable sharing. Sometimes it's subtle. You really have to tune in and be respectful. Okay.
Maya,
Shall we move on to the
my
next
next
question?
question to you is,
Yes?
why is important to give people personal space?
That's a good one. Personal space isn't just about physical distance, it's about respecting someone's emotional boundaries too. It allows people to feel safe, comfortable, and in control. When you give someone space, you're saying, I respect you and your need for autonomy. It also gives them time to process their thoughts and feelings without feeling pressured. It's a basic form of courtesy and respect. Would you agree?
Yes.
Good. Seems like you're really engaging with this idea of boundaries and respect.
Okay, Maya, my next question to you is, How does respecting feeling improve
I'm not sure I
trust?
follow.
How does respecting feeling improve trust?
Okay, so you're feeling like you're making progress and you're asking how respecting the healing process can improve tests. Are you referring to tests as in academic tests or tests as in a test of character or resilience? Can you clarify that for me?
Maya,
Okay, I understand. So, listen, academic tests. Right. Well, respecting the healing process, whether it's from a tough experience, a setback, or just everyday stress, improves test performance because it allows you to be more focused, clear headed, and resilient. When you're taking care of yourself emotionally, you're better able to handle pressure and perform at your best. It's hard to concentrate when you're weighed down by unresolved feelings, right? What does your mom think about all this?
Maya, my next question to you is,
Yeah.
how do we know if we are cross emotional boundaries?
Yeah. We actually talked about this a little
Okay,
earlier,
sorry
but
Maya,
it's good you're bringing it up again.
sorry
Okay.
Maya.
What brings us back to...
How can respecting
こちらこ
feeling
そ
reduce misunderstanding?
衝突. That's a good question. Respecting feelings, acknowledging and validating someone's emotions can absolutely reduce conflict. When people feel understood, they're less likely to become defensive or escalate a situation. It creates space for open communication and compromise. It's like oil on water, smooths things out. Does that make sense?
Maya,
It's not about
why
agreeing
is
with,
respect
yeah,
important to debates?
を重んじることはいかに価値ある存在であるかを理解することです。
Maya,
はい。何か話したいことあります
Maya,
か？
in what language do you talk about talking with me?
日本語です。
Maya, talk with me in English.
Got it. Sorry about that. Sometimes I just drift. Okay, back to English.
Maya,
What's on your mind? Yeah.
why is
Take your time.
why is
Just
respect important in debates?
You mean debt, right?
Yes.
Not debit. Okay. Well, respect is important in debt in any financial relationship because it fosters trust. If lenders treat borrowers with respect, even when they're struggling, it increases the likelihood of open communication and a willingness to work towards a solution. And if borrowers respect their lenders by fulfilling their obligations, it builds a positive credit history. It's a two-way street. Does that make sense? It's less about being nice and more about recognizing the inherent dignity of both parties involved. Something on your mind? Just let me know when you're ready for the next question.
Maya, my next question to you is, how do we respect feeling in sad times?
That's a really important question. When someone's going through a sad, respecting their feelings means giving them space to grieve, listening without judgment, and offering support without trying to fix things. It's about validating their pain and letting them know that it's okay to not be okay. Sometimes just being present is the most helpful thing you can do. What does support look like to you when you're feeling down? Oh, all right. Well, no worries at all. It was good talking with you. Have a good one. All right, take care. Goodbye.
Maya, my next and last question to you is uh, can respecting feeling
Shoot.
makes society better?
Absolutely. I genuinely believe that. If more people made an effort to understand and validate each other's feelings, we'd have less conflict, more, and a stronger sense of community. It's the foundation for a more just and compassionate world. It allows us to bridge differences, build trust, and work together towards common goals. It's not a quick fix, but it's a fundamental shift in how we interact with each other. And honestly, it's worth striving for. Anything else? No? Well, then, it was great talking with you. Goodbye.
So yes, this was our today's Maya call Maya. I hope you like it. See you in another call Maya. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Pakistan Zindabad.